All right, this one is difficult for me to articulate, so bear with me. Why I don't identify as a progressive is not because I don't agree with progressive ideals or progress. It's not the ideas. Social justice is a good thing. Environmentalism, caring about people's dignity and respect, not wanting innocent people to die. These are great values. It's not the ideas. It's the way the ideas are delivered. It's the lack of trying to understand the context behind somebody else's belief. Reprimanding people for having a different worldview, deplatforming and cancelling. I know these are more extreme versions of progressivism, but the extreme versions do really take over. I grew up in a conservative Christian household. I came out as gay at 15, and I was shamed by my family and my school and a lot of my peers. This was also in 2008, or what am I? I'm 32. This was 17 years ago. I was the only gay in my school. Well, the only out gay in my school. I was actually one of the only gays who was out in Tauranga. This is a small town where I grew up in New Zealand. And yeah, rumours were going round about me. I was pulled into the dean's office and told homosexuality is a really hard life to live. I was told by one of my parents that I'd shamed the family. I'm not saying any of this because I want people to feel sorry for me because I think I'm a victim. I'm saying I grew up being shamed for something I couldn't help. When I was 25, I met God, like the real Jesus, which I can explain in another video. But I finally felt accepted as a gay person when I was in the arts community and the queer community. I was like, finally, I found my tribe. I found a group of people that really accept me and who I am. And now I'm being seen for who I am. Fast forward a few years and I'm now being told by the queer community and the arts community, the communities that promote inclusivity and acceptance, that if I have a different worldview, I'm going to be excluded. Not overtly, of course. I remember sitting in a theatre room when I was 27 years old. This was 5 years ago now. And the artistic director of the theatre was like, we're here to dismantle the patriarchal, capitalist superstructure that we live in. And I'm like, I don't think we live in a patriarchal society. I don't think capitalism's bad. Those beliefs make me an outsider. I don't believe J.K. Rowling's a horrible TERF. I don't even hate Donald Trump. To get into a gay Facebook group, I have to answer a question, are trans women woman? Like, I have to believe something to be accepted into the gay community? That question is a moral litmus test. Language means something. Being compassionate isn't accepting someone's ideological worldview. Being compassionate means treating people as a human being. You know, whether you're homeless, whether you're a black trans woman, whether you're a straight white man, whether you're a, gay and Christian, whether you're a fundamentalist Christian, just any group identity, it's treating people with compassion. Obviously, it's difficult to do when the compassion isn't given back to us, but I find in the arts, queer, social justice community, there isn't much compassion or grace. I found this in the fundamentalist Christianity that I grew up in. Like, there's no grace and compassion. I think one group's views are probably better. I think the progressive views are better, but the treatment isn't. It's counterintuitive or counterproductive because it doesn't call people in. It says, if you believe this, you're wrong. We're going to outcast you. Moral shaming under the guise of social justice. The mechanism between these two groups, fundamentalist Christian, fundamentalist progressive, is the same. The content's just different. They're both making moral assertions. They both put you into these us versus them binaries. And what I noticed was in the progressive community, they were exhibiting the same qualities as the people in my religious upbringing. It's just the ideas are different. Hate is hate, whether you're on the right side of history or the wrong. Like, hate's still hate. You know, if you're gonna hate a straight white man because they historically were in a better position than you, it doesn't make you any better than them. And I felt like I was experiencing hatred or condescension by a lot of my peers at the time. I remember one example which was quite pivotal for me was when I expressed a view. You know, Germaine Greer said it, I have thoughts about my own gender and my gender identity and my being gender non-conforming, but still obviously believing that I'm a biological woman. And Germaine Greer said something that really resonated with me. She said, femininity is the fake version of femaleness. That's not what makes woman woman. I didn't say anything about trans women, but I was told by my peers that it was dumb or it was stupid of me for saying that. I was pulled into the theatre by my artistic director saying, hey, you know, we've got a whole trans inclusive group down here. And I'm like, yeah, but there's got to be room for us to discuss these things. I don't know. I'm catching myself out now because I do understand, tribes are formed by the same values, but why can't a value just be open-mindedness and kindness? I suppose the counter argument to that is like, why should we be kind to people that hate us for no reason? I'll bring it back. You can't fight hate with hate. I don't mean to sound preachy, but that's what I see. And I see that it's creating a lot of divides, in our communities. Just like this shaming. Oh, well, you're white. What do you think? Oh, well, you're a straight man. What can you say? I suppose, yeah, this brings up more questions about and how to, in the arts world, I want to bring it back to the art. I make art, in the queer world. I mean, yeah, we're all connected through this collective sense of injustice. I just wish our mode of delivery was different. And I don't know. I mean, this video it's hard for me to articulate. I don't know. I see progressives as illiberal. I don't know if I'm left or right wing. I think I don't resonate with the mode of delivery of progressives. Maybe because I feel like they take prevalent in our culture. It seems like maybe fundamentalist Christian views are more on the fringes. I don't know. Maybe it depends where you are. Maybe this is all just anecdotal and this is through my own perspective, but that's just honestly how I feel. Thanks for watching this one. Let me know if I missed anything or if I should expand on anything in another video maybe. I don't know. Thanks for being here.